It is insane here tonight. Crazy. Hello, what's going on tonight? Anybody home? Nope, apparently not. It has been a crazy Pyro day here today. Back the fire department and stuff is still here. Highways blocked, roads closed. It's crazy. This guy decided to put a bee's nest, kill a bee's nest, in his house with gasoline and lighting it. Burned the whole fucking house down. Hey, what's going on, Night Train? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? What's up, KB? How you been doing, Mr. KB? Last time I seen you was letting off some pretty sweet boomers. Yeah, check this shit out, man. Right at the end of my block, this guy wanted to kill a bee's nest, right? That was on his porch, between the roof and the eave of the porch. He threw gasoline on it and lit it. Fucking whole house burned down in like 5 minutes. Now the whole block is covered with fire trucks and cops, and the highways closed and the roads closed. And it's just been a mess. It's crazy. I got the fire on film and stuff. I'm gonna upload it later. A couple hours ago, Barrett, I knew the guy had fucked up when I saw this dude running because I know that run, right? I seen this dude hauling balls and I was like, oh shit, something bad's happened, right? And then I saw the black mushroom cloud go up in the sky behind him. Hell yeah, you gotta tuck in wires, man. Better lock that shit down with some flex tape. Flex tape, bitches. Damn, man. Nah, this shit's crazy. You can't hardly breathe outside because where the house just burned down. All that toxic goodness in the air. Indeed, I do, man. Don't make me go get that crazy Wizard of Oz motherfucker again. Oh, shit. Yeah, this dude threw gasoline and lit his fucking porch on. His entire house on fire because of a bee's nest, I believe. It's crazy. I watched a house burn down earlier. That was pretty crazy. Last night, fucking had to see this poor little cat get run over right in front of me. I was fucked up. I just had stepped out my front, you know, outside, and I looked down behind my truck, and there was this cat just popped its head around there, and it saw me, you know. You could tell it was all happy and shit, and was coming towards me, and it got in the middle of the street, And a car was coming, and instead of, running off like the cat had plenty of time to, it just froze. It just sat there, and the car just never even slowed down, just run it down. I'm like, that's fucked up. I hate seeing shit like that. I was yelling and screaming at the people and stuff and cussing. I was like, motherfuckers. I hate being helpless in a situation like that, though. Poor little cat. I got it out there in a box, man. Killed it instantly. Yeah, it does suck. I mean, the motherfuckers, man. There wasn't nothing else on the street. All they had to do is slow down. These people even saw the cat, but they kept on going anyway. That's just being pretty sick, I believe. Even if you don't like cats, man, if I can running them down is a bit, too far. How you doing, Randy? How you doing? You doing all right tonight, Mr. Matthews? Yeah, well, this one didn't, dude. He spent them all up. Pretty cat too, white Persian. Shame. Whoop, whoop. Anybody still alive in here? Finally got all my pyro put up. Yeah, I see you there. But wait, there's more. So you're a gamer lad or Gainer's Lab or whatever. Recommend a good PlayStation 4 game, man. I need to get a new PS4 game, something I can get into for a while. I'm thinking either the Last of Us 2 or the Resident Evil 2 remake. I might just get both of those. I'll get something I can get into and play for a while. Damn, dude, I can't really say I gave you any thought. That'd be kind of creepy, wouldn't it? About dudes. Both are dope. Check this shit out I found today, man. I was like, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to integrate these into something. Little 12 volts flexible lights. I think I got these to put on the landing gear on my drone. Give me a little bit more orientation at night from distance, anyway. Plus, they look cool. Grand Theft Auto 5. God, I haven't played one of those games in forever, man. I remember back in the day when it first, not the first one, but the first real one come out where you could throw people out of cars and shit. I was like, this is pretty cool. Way back in the day. I remember staying up all night long trying to figure out stupid little Nintendo game secrets or tricks and shortcuts or some crazy shit like that. or just missing information. You remember back in the day before, like even Nintendo Power and stuff come out. There was some stuff that just was not explained in the manual or the game. Oh yeah, me and my brother both attached spotlights to our drones after the last time we took a night flight because he he ate a tree full speed, and I had like a small sampling I couldn't see in the dark, kind of pulled me in. The props was hitting on and it just rode the props rode all the way down the sapling and brought me down. It's hard to explain, but I couldn't see it in the darkness. See, my 380 Detect has got, the blue in the front and the red in the back. And then on the back, you've got the big strobing status light that flashes green, but it's so bright. That's about all you can see is a status light. That's what I want to get into, man. I still do not have a first person view set up yet. And I've got super stable GPS quads, 30, 40 minutes worth of flight time. Gonna lift all the, heavy lifting I want, more or less, as far as that goes. But I just haven't got the shit yet. I don't think I'll have a problem flying it. I just have to get the stuff put together. I want to get something that's got some pretty good range to it, too. I can stand on a mountaintop or a ridge or something and fly for visual, visual for a mile or so. For me, it's mostly distance, probably 500, 600 feet. Not really super high altitude, just enough to clear the mountains and everything, but flying over my own property, more or less. I like my XK Detect 380. That's one of my favorite. It's a GPS. It's just so stable in that drone. Wherever you let go of it, that's where it stays. I mean, even really pretty good winds, and that thing will still stay where you let go of it at. Now the other one that I have, the Cheerson CX20, it's got a good GPS in it, but you have to set it manually. When you want it or not, and it's got maybe 2 or 3 feet, more play in it than the XK would have. Yeah, I wouldn't grab it either. You pull back some stubs. It might work on one of these toy drones, but that'd be about it. Hey, what's happening, Ozark? I know I like the XK380 so much. I bought two of them. I like the CX22. I bought two of them. I like to fly the hell out of one and try to keep one in good shape, pristine. That way, one of them gets all the crap beat out of it, and I learn all the ins and outs of the drone, and then I've got one in nice condition. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I do too, man. I've got little teeny tiny ones. I've got gigantic ones, everything in between. I think I have one over here somewhere. It's like the size of a quarter. Really hard to fly too. Oh, I love flying this stuff too, man, because when I was a kid, it was remote control helicopters and they cost a fortune. Like an RC helicopter when I was a kid was probably 2 or 3 grand. Yeah, not too many times you're going to get a $3,000 remote control toy. Then fast forward to the early 2000s and stuff like that, you started getting those battery operated helicopters that, just like went forward all the time. That really sucked. But they did kind of fly, but they were still, $100 for something that only goes forward, and you might be able to turn it right and left. A few more years go by, and then you're into the brushless super sport quads, 6 channels. I'm flying upside down, shit like that. But I've got $500-600 into a helicopter. Still very hard to fly. Keep track of all them channels and pitch and all that other crap. And then a drone pops up, and you take it out of the box, charge it, put the batteries in it, and it pretty much flies itself. It's like shit. Honestly, unless you just want the challenge of trying to fly something that complex, I wouldn't touch it because I didn't enjoy it whatsoever. Trying to keep track of all the different pitch and everything, and this knob and tail rotor speed and yada 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 yada. It's just fucking stressful, man. Especially when you get expensive. Oh, that's true. It is. I got done with one Honeybee 2 helicopter I've got over here. And I put a 3800 brushless motor on it and made it so powerful I'm afraid to fuck with it because it's scary now. I only have would only use the carbon fiber props and stuff on it, blades, because the wooden ones at this kind of rotation, who hell no. At this many RPMs, I think there's every chance in the world you could end up with one in the forehead. Yeah, man. I've got a control helicopter graveyard right in front of me right now. And then I've got all kinds of drones, quads, whatever you want to call them. I do have some fully autonomous. So technically they would be a drone. Cool, man. Fabric's just been a lifelong love for me. And remote control toys, helicopters, anything that flies. Gas powered stuff. I used to have some of them Cox helicopters and stuff. Me and my buddy Pyro were talking about those. I had two of the ones that the helicopter goes up and then the parachute guy jumps out or the pilot bails out and then the helicopter comes back down. It's pretty cool if you can get it started. I still have one of those in a box, and I still have one of the Cox Doom buggies, like the Manx buggy. I've got one of those I've never started or put fuel in. Is a gas-powered remote control car without a remote control. It's one of the ones that have like the cables or the pretty much like fishing line to control it, which is crazy if you think about it. I wonder where everybody's at tonight. Shit, it's Thursday. Yeah, that house that burned down was crazy. I was like, I didn't do it. But I recognized the dude's running. I was like, yep, something really bad's happening because this guy's hauling ass. He ain't really worried about how he's running either. Recognize that. Ooh, I have fucked up bad run, you know? At that point, I went back in the house and got the camera. Hello, anybody home? Hey, check it out. I finally got all my cases put in the Pyro cave today and my fireworks. And now I feel like I don't have enough. I'll have to get more shit. Yeah, I do have enough, more than enough for a pretty sweet show. I don't think any Pyro understands it. It's never enough. You always want more, damn it. I want more. Wah, wah, wah. Nah, man. I'd like to, though. I was just doing a little romper around the room thing, man. I finally got all my Pyro put up today. Got all the cases out, got all the shit out of my way, and got everything in the Pyro cave today. And I ain't got it straightened up exactly how I want in here, but it's close. I got all my shells put up on the wall here. Then I put up my 500 grams, which is a pretty impressive little wall. Just 9 shots alone, man, it's pretty awesome. And then, good lord, I got shit everywhere. It's cool. I tried to separate stuff from last year and this year. It's gonna be pretty epic. But not as much stuff on my table here. More stuff, put on the floor. Because now I utilize the whole room instead of just the table. It's crazy. There's freaking ash out there following it. It looks like snow. Mm-hmm. Dude, I could use some shells big time myself, man, for real. I've got the crap to make them out of. I just got to put something together. Just some scrap lumber. It don't have to be anything fancy. I here on my little Pyro cave. This is just on a back porch, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. Had almost 2 tons worth of Pyro on this table here last year. That was crazy. Just this one here in front of you. Almost 2 tons, man. 4,000 pounds on that shit. It's crazy. And all this is a piece of chipboard. Hey, what's up, Michael Jobelin? How you doing? Or Joblin? Or Jobin? How you doing tonight? Whoop, whoop. Holy shit, Batman. Man, I threw down one of them red Mandarin snaps, them adult snap pops. This some bitch was extra loud in this one, man. I was like, damn. I mean, they're all pretty loud, but this one just had that little extra bit of gusto to it, magnifique. Cool. I guess that's how you look at it, man. If you're looking forward to working overtime for that extra pay, it's pretty sweet. Or if you're being forced to do it, it kind of sucks. So I don't know. I could be worse. The guy, at the end of the block just burned his house down. So, you could always be that guy. That bee's nest on the porch, you got to burn it all down to the ground in order to get rid of bees. That's just all there is to it. Oh, shit, man. You're lucky to be able to go to the fireworks store like that. We don't have any here, and if they did, it was crazy. I think there's one fireworks store that might be open. I don't know if they're open year round or not, but they had the 5-inch shells, super shells for fucking, oh god, $135 a box. 24 shells for $135. I'm like, oh hell no. $300-400 for a little tiny assortment. I'm like, this is just ridiculous. little bit of overtime shows up and a little bit more pyro. I think that's what you mean, right? I can understand that. I'm just glad now that they're legal here and I can order this shit wholesale because they just opened up a whole new world to me. An awesome world. After driving for the last 25 years out of state to go pick them up, it's nice just to sit home and have the shit come to me. Although there is a little bit of a nostalgia factor lost without the road trip. Thanks, Lena Music. I appreciate it. Hello to you as well. Well, I know here for years and years and years and years, we couldn't get anything. I mean, you would literally have to drive to Virginia just to get Safe and Sane fireworks, like fountains and shit. Like, yeah, I'd drive to another state to buy fountains. But then they made Safe and Sane legal here, but that was it. So we started going to Ohio and Tennessee to get our fireworks. And we done that for like, oh God, forever. And that was expensive, but we didn't care. You know, we let the stuff off on the 4th. The cops didn't bother us, even though they weren't legal. You know, 4th of July, they didn't. You know, they'd let that shit slide. So after a while, they decided they wanted to get that tax money themselves, so they made them legal. But 18% tax is just really pushing it. Oh hell. Well, I hope you only got to get up at 4:30 and you set it for 4:20 so you can burn one, because that's about the only thing that'd be good for that time in the morning. Take her easy, bro. Be careful. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi to us, Michael. Hey, what's up, UFO Paladin? How you doing today, man? You wouldn't have been able to sleep around here, not with all the sirens and the cops and the fire trucks and everything. This guy set his house on fire in like a couple seconds. I mean, the whole damn house is going up. And the strangest thing I thought is there's people showing up from all over town just checking it out, looking at it. And I'm like, oogie. Like it's a tourist attraction or something. Yeah. I mean, in a matter of like maybe 3, 4 minutes, gone. I mean, the house is just like a dry. It went up like straw, dude. It was like crazy inferno. I saw the guy running like hell, and I could tell he had done fucked up. I didn't know what he had done, but when I seen the dude running, then I saw a giant mushroom cloud of black smoke up in the sky. And what had happened is the dude threw gasoline on a bee's nest on the porch on the roof and set the entire house on fire like a quart of gas. And it went up in a matter of maybe 80 seconds, maybe. I appreciate it. Holy shit, Pyro. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. Be careful at work, man. Don't work too hard. Oh, yeah, I got the entire thing on video. I want to upload it later. It's like, shit, I ought to find the news crew somewhere and sell it to them. Because I got the footage from the start to the end. I mean, I felt bad up here because the whole time I'm just shaking my head like a dumbass. And I'm sorry, I know shit happens, but damn, man, you know, when you do something stupid, you don't have anything to blame but yourself. Check these out, Paladin. You can launch all kinds of rats, but a lot of rockets down there. Poke myself in the eye. Damn. Let's see, where's the rest of these at? Oh, there we go. Oh, those are rockets. Now they come with a little launching pipe, which I think is crazy. Over here you got 500-gram caloric. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, it'll be easier just do a little tour of my camera and upload the video later. Try to get a little bit of everything I got on there. I'm pretty happy with my stash. There's just a few things, you know. I need to get some more cans of the loud variety, and I need to get a few fountains. And other than that, I should be good to go for the 4th of July. Probably New Year's Eve, too. Hey, how's it going, Plain Dutchman? Well, this is previous stash, current stash, and everything else. I finally got all of it put up in here. So I finally got all the cases moved in that I'd bought earlier. I want to place one, maybe two more orders before the 4th for a few odds and ends. Thank you. Yep, I'm loving it. My little girl's like, yeah, Daddy, she's like, you got your own little Pyro store in there. And I'm like, yep, that's what I always wanted, was my own little store. Oh yeah, you could UFO. You can make a really good profit off of it. Boy, ash is still falling down like there's a damn volcano out there or something. God knows I'd like to sell these I'd like to sell these firecrackers. They're everywhere. And they're good firecrackers. I like the bad boy firecrackers. But 100 boxes or however many 100 boxes, they're just last for a long time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 boxes of outer space jets. I'm about to find something to do with those so make like a gigantic super string, I guess. Oh yeah, if I wanted to, man. Most of the time, stuff like that, UFO, I just give it away. I'm like, here's some for you, here's some for you. You know. Hey, what's up, XO? How you doing, man? Finally got all the stash moved in here, XL. We'll have to order some more. I will have to give you my email so we can talk about getting a few more cases of this and that. Yes, I do. Check it out. Hold on a minute. I'll see if I can show you. The light's not really that good in here. Get all my rockets down here. All right. Got all the flamingo ball. Some jawbreaker. I really do like these golden dragon shells. Those new willows or Nikashimi or whatever. Those are really cool. A bunch of dragons. A bunch more of those little rockets. And they're not bad rockets. They're not great either. Need more of those. Let's see. Yeah, my banner. I kind of like the design on the flamingo bombs. I like the airplane design and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. And here's my wall of 500s. And then I've got the new 500s and stuff like that that I ordered this year and stuff on this side. Last year's on this side. So I've got all the stuff on my desk and all that other good stuff. Yeah, I'm not done, getting it all where I want it and everything, but at least I've all got it in this room now, so that's good. No, man. I've got to order some. I'd like to get a case or two at least. I need a couple cases of those, and I need a couple cases of a couple different shells and stuff like that, and this and that, and that should be good. I know you know. We've talked about it like a million times. Seen a house at the end of the block today burned down. That was crazy shit. Before that, I saw a poor little cat run out in front, get run over by a car right in front of me. I'm like, damn it. Today's just been one of them jacked up days, man. Oh, yeah. I'm putting a whole, well, I've got like an old fence line that's in a bunch of, oh shit, grapevines and stuff. You can't even see the fence anymore. But I put the mountains on the tops of those, and those snow cones are just about right to go in there and just quick match a whole line there and hit them. And I'd say maybe 15, 20 feet away from the spectators and shit, and they really like that stuff. And then go on. Oh, yeah. The way I understand it, the guy had a bee's nest that was between the eave of the porch and the roof, and he threw up some gasoline and some fire, and he burned the house down. I saw the dude run it, and I knew by the run that it was bad because I can recognize that old shit run. And then I saw the mushroom cloud behind him and the black smoke. I'm like, oh. Yes, the bees are gone. And that entire house, man, it went up in just like 2 or 3 minutes. That shit must have been like kindling dry. It was crazy fast. So, oh, you know it. You ought to come to West Virginia and see it in person. Mm-hmm. Have plenty of land. Usually people come down and like to camp out for a night or two and stuff. Then watch the fireworks, cook out, all that good shit. I don't know, man. I mean, the power of it, I guess the guy that burned it down lived there. There wasn't anybody in the house, or anybody got hurt or anything like that, fortunately. But I have no idea. But I'm sure it'll be on the news. Like I said, the news ought to talk to me because I've got the footage from the start to the end. I'm going to upload it after I get done with this. I wonder where my homie Pyro dude's at tonight. Hey, got my security system put up a XL with the night vision and shit working. It's pretty good too. I like how you can look up at the awning and you see this dull red glow. I'm like, yeah. Kind of looks like a cat eye or something. Actually, I got 2 more that I need to put up, man. And then I'll have them all up. Oh, well, I'd say so. No, I got one camera that directly over top of the front door, like in the awning, looking straight down. I want to have one up there, and then I want to have one pretty much doing the same thing, but the back of the house. Apparently, the house down there was made completely different because mine's got like shit stone siding on it. I don't think it would go up like that. No, probably not. Oxidizer lead to it or something. I mean, yeah, they do create their own oxygen in a burn because they will work underwater and shit. But I don't think it would work at that altitude. Strapped to the drone. Yeah, firing rockets off your drone is always fun. Except you also have to watch because of the GPS and everything. The kickback can really cause your drone to go nuts because it's trying to compensate. That sudden kick can really mess it up. Blow the drone up. Yeah. I'll blow all the drones you want up. Just send me the drones. Things are too damn expensive to blow up, man. Not until they get ready to hit the drone graveyard, anyway. Maybe then. Dude, but then you always got parts, man. It's all about the parts. Shit, I was looking for that helicopter I just had. That police helicopter still works after all this time, man. Sitting down there in the basement for like 6 or 7 years, and it still lights up, has a charge and shit. Servos come on. I'm like, that's crazy. You need a 2 liter Mountain Dew? Shit, man. I got you covered, bro. Got you covered. This was a year there, XL. That would be cool to get a bunch of people at my place for a 4th of July shoot. But I doubt anybody would show up being so far out of the way. But it would be cool. Yo, you know I gotta stash this Mountain Dew somewhere. Well, thanks for stopping and saying hi. Take care of your grandson. I hope you guys have a good night. It's 11:51. It's not too late. Late for a little window for sure. Whoop, whoop. These rockets here are actually not bad once you take the top off. You take the stupid fake red or fake ball off the top of it, and their flight characteristic improve quite a bit. wish I'd have got a couple more cases of those too, because those are really sweet. Some of them almost touch the ground. I really like those. And I've seen them in so many different names this year. It's crazy. Same box, just different names. At least like a dozen names. Are they lighting up your way? Or at least I hope they're fireworks, eh? And they're not shooting each other. What's a rat, man? Everything's a re-rat, more or less, right? Just depends on what the Chinese lady wants to paste on there that day. I do like these little Star Trek warp drive cakes, though. I'm a Star Trek fan, so I had to get those. Ah, the ball shells. Eh. Or are you talking about this? Yeah. Hey, Pyro dude, what's up, my brother? How you doing, bro? I was just saying, I wonder where my homies at. Yeah, it's just one of those stupid smoke bombs. Black Cat charges like $5 for a giant smoke, and it's got one tube in it and a bunch of concrete. I mean, I knew it wasn't real, but I expected more than one tube. That's how Black Cat sells it. A smoke bomb for $5. Oh, hell yeah, man. I bet that's pretty sweet. Did you guys do any high speed flying? Wee ball. Nah, bummer, man. I watched the house at the end of the block burn down. That's been pretty crazy today. Gap burned out the bee nest, all right, and it took the house with it. Oh, that'd be pretty cool, man. But you'd be sad panda when that battery run dead. Damn. It's pretty crazy here today, too. It's really bright and sunshine, but the wind was gusting hard. Couldn't fly anything here either. So the kid have a good time blowing up some fireworks and stuff? Or did you guys get to let off any pyro today? With your nephew? I think that's what you said he was, right? Damn. Damn. You probably find a bunch of stuff after a storm like it. Damn, they still got the highway blocked off. Highway's been blocked here for hours. Cool, man. Oh, this dude burned his house down. I could tell by the run that, like I said, I saw the dude hauling ass, and I knew that run. I was like, oh shit, something bad's happening here. Then I saw the mushroom cloud behind him. And then the house went up in like 2-3 minutes. I had enough time to come back into the house and get the camera and shit. Oh boy, huh? Actually, I feel pretty good. I feel better than I have for a while. Oh, no doubt, man. They be blaming me for anything they had a chance to do. I think the guy that done it was a cop. Is the funny part. Because I seen this dude just run and holler ass. And I was like, oh shit, I knew that run. Something was wrong. Then I saw this black smoke mushroom cloud behind him. And come to find out, like there was a bee's nest into the roof of the porch. And they threw gas on it and then lit it. And then it set the entire roof of the house on fire and burned the house down in a matter of minutes. Here's the even crazier part of it. There's people that showed up from all around town just to come spectator this shit. And they've had the roadblock for hours. There's still red and blue lights out there. There's a dead kitty in that box down there. That sucks. This kitty come out between the cars and he just sat in the middle of the road and got run over. These people just kept on coming. It didn't even stop. The cat just done up, froze deer in a headlight thing and got squished. Poor kitty's in that box right there on the camera. Yeah, I felt bad having to see that shit. I was like, man, this is bad because the kitty was coming to see me. I didn't know the kitty or anything. You know, we didn't have an appointment. But when he seen me, his little eyes lit up and he come across the road and a car was coming and he just hunkered down and froze. And the car saw him, could have stopped, could have run out the cat, could have, even got out of their car and run it off because, it is a street. But no, they run over him right in front of me and killed him. Hell no, my cat ain't climbing my wall. I got border security on that shit. Wiener dog, she runs the trenches down below it. She makes sure that never tries to get on the wall. Rub Butter's belly again. I do like having all these fireworks though. It's awesome. And I'm not even the one burning my house down. No, it's not funny, but damn. I mean, you can do something stupid, and it can turn into an old shit moment with the quickness, but just damn. I don't know why we couldn't post pictures. Like everybody posts pictures in the live feed. That would be cool. I think there's a way to run stills through here for the person. Anyway. I might have to bury that poor cat tomorrow. Nobody claims it. I was like, damn it. Really pretty white Persian kitty. Oh, what kind of question's that? Yeah, it was, man. And the bad thing about it is that I'm yelling at the cat, get out of the road, get out of the road. And I'm yelling at the people, that are coming to stop and cussing and shit. And neither one of them listen. I was like, son of a bitch. I like these little 200-gram cakes I got too. I like those where they come 24 in a box and you can mix them up with the different types and do all kinds of different boards and stuff. Stuff like that's just really versatile. I'm looking like just 3 cases of these little 24 cakes in a case, 16 shot cakes. That's a lot of shots and stuff that you can mix up. Yeah. Hell, we wouldn't need bullets. We could make those. Oh man. Yeah, the aliens are pretty sweet. They're loud little fuckers. Tall too. Yeah, Paladin, you might want to be careful talking about stuff like that though. Get you in trouble these days. I'd say exactly the same thing myself as the brown rat. I tried two for confirmation, and they're just pretty much the exact same thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I guess if you know, depend on what you can find for cheap, but they're pretty much the exact same. Because you know, I love the brown wraps myself, so I was pretty happy when I found something that was similar. Although, given the size of said aliens, I was expecting a little bit more actually, but I was still happy with what they did. They really are, man. They've almost got the nice purple kind of doom boom kind of sound. You know what I'm saying? I haven't tried those, man. The birds that I have now are the first time I've ever had those before. I was looking at the big birds though. It seems like what they only come like three in a pack, don't they? Uh, AP. I've got one AP boom. That's it, man. That's it. I got one, so I can't light it. I try to keep one example of everything, you know. One example of everything I've run across. Anyway, let's put it that way. Ah, well, me and you'll have to go bird hunting later, man. Actually, I need to leave that stuff alone and save my money for the last few cases that I need. I'm gonna have to order them up. I'm gonna order them off XL. I'll talk to you and see what kind of deals you're going to give me on this stuff, man. That's weird. So like somebody tried to open my front door. That'd be stupid. Oh, dude, I love triangles. They're awesome. Excellent. Sweetness, man. Well, we have a window right now of a couple of months, and then everything's going to get really scarce again once people start snapping up everything. Hmm. Cool. We'll have to find out about that then, for sure. I was talking about that the other day. I was happy though because last year I had like 6, 7 maybe. That was it. But it come to the nice firecrackers, even had the sad music and everything. This year I've got a whole filing cabinet full of shit. So it's awesome. Dude, I have like I think 3, maybe 4 of the Black Beauty triangles left. That's it. I haven't got those or I haven't had those in a while. Oh, I am, man. I can't complain at all. I'm not only set so well on the crackers, but I'm set well enough to, set a few of my buddies up pretty good with some crackers too. Well, I have been for a while. Oh man, $5 a box. Those days are gone. God knows, man. I'm gonna have to hook up somebody up with some of these bad boy crackers to get rid of some of those. I broke them down. Well, I put them in boxes of 6, and then I taped them together to kind of make like little bricks of them. And I was able to store them without them taking that much space that way pretty good. I do too, man. I like to try to help the pyros, help brighten somebody's day here and there. It's always a good thing. Plus, us dudes got to stick together. Ow. Because believe me, there's not very many people that do. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Got all the firecrackers I could want to play with, man, for sure, for the 4th. And even regular firecrackers. Good lord, a crazy amount of those. I'll have to find something cool to do with the firecrackers. Like maybe I'll throw them down the mortar tubes like you were talking about and just load all them up like that. I haven't tried out Red Apple as far as being able to go there. I've had a few of their products and stuff seem pretty good, but I haven't been there no. Cool, man. Uh, See, that's the biggest thing I've got right now is all them bad boy crackers with the wax fuse or whatever you want to call them. We call them hydro crackers here. I like the Red Apple. At least they do have, their prices are a little higher, but at least they got case prices and stuff like that. Better than Phantom and shit for sure. Of course, I know that's not setting the bar very high. I know, but okay. Damn. Shit, I still got all those Pyro demons. They have paper fuse, don't they? I think they do. That was another thing, man. It was like a couple of weeks ago. I was going through some stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna open this brick of firecrackers, right? These Pyro Demon Badass firecrackers, because out of the entire case I have, or two cases I hadn't opened a single brick. I was like, that's crazy, man. I at least want the satisfaction of ripping one of them open. Cool. Yeah, on the 4th of July, and well, on the 3rd and the 4th, and that, I hand out bricks of firecrackers or boxes of firecrackers or Roman candles or bottle rockets and, you know, stuff like that for people to play with during the daytime and shit, or take home with them, or souvenir or whatever, you know. That's the only reason I even buy this stuff, just to hand it out. Last year I was giving out firecrackers and torches. Oh yeah, I'm really happy with Pyro Demon. I like their stuff really well. I didn't have anything that I got from Pyro Demon that I didn't like. Not that I can think of. It was all quality stuff. Boy, that house burning down there really screwed the air up here. I know it's making my eyes burn. I put up my little projector light with the Easter bunny and all that stuff on it. So now I have all these projected Easter eggs going up and down the front of my house. Right, man, I hear you. Bottle rockets and stuff like that. It's just a staple, man. I've sat in a lawn chair before and just shoot a gross of bottle rockets, just sitting there, just bored, you know. Although these spray train rockets and these painkiller rockets and stuff like that, albeit not boom rockets, they're still pretty good for just sitting there shooting. They've got an impressive little pop on them. hmm A lot of that outside is ash falling, and then that little projector too. I got my guard frog out there. He hasn't said anything, so it's cool. No doubt, man. I think everybody's just kind of out of it tonight. Feels more like a Monday out there than a Thursday, guys. Hmm. Wonder what they were. All right, Paladin UFO. Thanks for stopping by, brother, and talking to us for a little while. You're welcome here anytime, man. Be careful. Have a good one and all that. I do have to say I feel a whole lot better after seeing the doctor the other day. But actually seeing a pretty good doctor, qualified at least. I wasn't quite expecting that. I expected to go in there and be a complete waste of my time like it usually is. But it was actually pretty. It was a productive doctor's visit, even though I spent the entire freaking day there. Yeah, dude, it was really good. Mm, tiny, teeny, tiny little woman, doctor, little older lady. She actually listened to what I have to say. I was actually stunned a little bit. Around here, they pretty much treat you like garbage and send you on, about your way. That's kind of what I expected, more or less. When they actually took the time to find out stuff and do research and ask questions and shit that were relevant, I was just like, wow, damn, really? They might actually do something. Yeah, smart woman. That's the important part. Intelligent lady. I liked her. Me and her could communicate were pretty good, so that was nice. I know it was funny when she shook my hand. It was like a little kid's hand. I'm like, good grief. I already did, man. It was cool because it was funny. She's like, well, what's your opinion on weed or marijuana? And I said, I love it. She said, excuse me? And I said, I love it. And she laughed. And I said, yeah, I said, I don't really care what people think about it. I said, you can't get pain medication anymore because of the war on opiates and all this good stuff, and most of that shit you should leave alone anyway because it's going to kill you. But then they tell you can't smoke weed. And I'm like, well, shit, I had to make my own plan. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, I could tell, not that I would lie anyway, but I could tell this chick was watching every fiber in me for deception of anything we were talking about. I'm like, well, this is cool, but I also feel like a little kid that's in trouble to an extent. I'm doing better, actually. I've been getting better rest. I've been eating better, actually, the last few days than I have in a while. Indeed, man. But yeah, it was good to have a conversation. Actually, me and the doctor, we talked after the place had even closed. We come out and all the lights were off and everybody else was gone. I mean, this chick was still having a conversation. It's funny. She asked me, she's like, well, what do you want? And right now, I thought it was just, like a hypothetical question. I'm like, well, lady, right now, I just want to go home and get back in my recliner and back in my chair. And she's like, no, what kind of treatment? What kind of medication do you want? I'm like, shit, is this a trick? And she's like, no, just, tell me what you think will work and what you need. And that's what we'll start with. And I'm like, okay. Don't tell her about the Pyro game. Nah, no girls in the Pyro game. Not unless they wear the little French maid outfit, and she's way too old for that. So, no doubt, man. Indeed, man. God knows, man, what was in them rockets. Those painkiller rockets. That case smells like molded farts or something when you open that son of a bitch. Just opened that case, but this whole room smelled moldy. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and see what the status is on the road being open. I'll be right back. Cool. Oh, that's good. At least the road's finally open. Damn. You know, sometimes you do pyro inventory and you think you have more of something than you actually do. I thought I had more strobes and I ended up only having like 2 packs of them. Like, shit, I thought I had like half a case of them bitches. Unless I put them up and haven't found them yet. I got like 2 packs. I thought I had like 20 packs. That's bad. Of course, I still might. It's hard to tell. You know how the pyro caves are. Sometimes you can find shit you didn't even know you had. Isn't that right, Pyro Dude? He's really good for that shit. Oh, shit. I'm getting too old for this shit. Ow. Poor kitty cat. No shit, huh? So what do you guys want to talk about? Somebody take away the subject here. I'm just sitting here all boring and shit. At least the road's clear. It seems like they got the fire put out, so that's good. Smells like smoked buttholes out there. Yeah, man, those UFOs are balling. I've got one of them left, but I'm going to burn it on the 4th of July, though. I won't be able to keep it any much longer. I know my old man, he goes crazy for those UFOs. I think that's his favorite. I'm also going to put together a string of them spinners, too. I still have a dozen or so of those gangbusters, so I'm going to have those hooked up to on a big spinner chain and probably a few boxes of the regular 2-stage ones, too. Because I still have a lot of those. I've had various success putting a salute on those. They would be great, but those 2-color space jets and stuff like that with no salutes, number one, that sucks with no salute. But you can't even tell the 2 different stages on these. It just looks like one to me. Do a mukbang. What the hell's a mukbang? Oh yeah, man. We used to call them ash choppers. And when them son bitches would go up, that plastic would be shrapnel everywhere because they had a pretty good boom to them. I know down in Alabama, you can still find some of the originals from time to time with the boom and the plastic pill body, you know. You can still find them in some of them little tiny mom and pop shops. Well, they used to be there. Hell, I don't even know if the shops are there anymore, to be honest. Been a while. I was like down there in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hadn't been there in 2 years. Come back and all the small fireworks stores were gone. And they're the ones that had the cool shit. You know, the only thing left is the big corporate stores. Okay. Um, and the places down there, man, they were high regardless. But at least the mom and pop shops had some nice stuff put up if you knew, the right questions to ask, so to speak. But they were all high where it's been a tourist location start. And I hate to use an example, but a box of X cows would be about $100 down there. About the average price, for that area. Of course, when I was just down in South Carolina here in October, I was running into some pretty good sales. Like I got these gangbuster spinners for God, they were like $5 a box. So that was a pretty good deal. Dude, the last X cows that I got from a flea market. Dude, there was a chick that had two assortments for sale at the flea market, and I bought them. It just happened to have a box of X cows in it, like the old 2011, 2012 X cows. That was $65. Be my cutoff for X cows in the wild, anyway. But they are good for gauging other people and shit. 'Cause You know that dude that comes up. Oh man, X-Cow shells, X-Cow shells. Like they're the newest thing on the market. He might have just discovered them like last summer with his uncle, but you know, you know what I'm talking about. Because they know that name. They're like, oh yeah, X-Cows are great shells because they remember the name and that's it. Of course, the average person don't put the thought into the stuff that us pyros do anyway. We think about it excessively. Most people only think about it like before the fourth. But I guess there's worse things you could be obsessive over. Good Lord, you could waste all that money on a female. That'd be a shame. Sing country. But I like heavy metal. I don't like country music that much. I prefer stuff like Slipknot, Metallica, ICP, and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Well, dude, back in the day, 2000s, like the mid to early 2000s, X-Cows were the shit compared to, nothing else being out. But then once they started getting competition and stuff like that, which is good, I mean, they're not a bad shell. I'll light them all day if I got them, but I wouldn't go out of my way to, obtain them. But I'm not saying they're bad. And that's what I try to tell some people that will defend that tooth and nail to this day that they're the best shell ever made. To this day, some people believe that shit. You're like, no, man. I know I'll even agree with them and be like, nah, they're really good shells, but there's a lot better out now. No, you get that look. That's an odd sound. Mm-hmm. Whole chicken at one setting. Now, that's an odd question. No, the only part of the chicken I like is the breast anyway. I never really got the chicken wing things either because them things just piss me off. There's not enough food on them to bother with. Not to mention eating with your fingers and shit like that. It's just fucking nasty. Can't have no spicy food either. That's what I'm saying. They're not worth the trouble because my God, by the time you clean all the food and try to get what like a quarter bite of meat per each one, it's Screw that. You're just collecting bones, more or less. I want some sesame seed chicken, damn it. I haven't had any good sesame seed chicken in a long time. I like the tacos with the Dorito shells. That shit's good. That's crazy. I put out those 200-gram cakes, the little ones. And there's so many of them on the table here. It looks like just one gigantic folding table cake. I can't talk. Anyway, there's so many of them on the folding table. It looks like just one gigantic cake. Wow, that's awesome. Ten tacos and two rump roast. Yeah, you must have smoked a quarter ounce before you done that. Oh yeah, that's what I went for this year. Was to try to go for shot count, really. In effect, because I still have a lot of 500-gram cakes with 9 shots, big burst, stuff like that's covered. I just needed a lot of the build up to that. I shot all my 200-gram cakes from last year. And then last year I didn't get any fan or zipper cakes either, so I got some of those for this year. That Space Attack zipper cake looks like it's going to be pretty good. It's a gigantic fan cake, or zipper, or whatever you want to call it. I only like the El Paso taco seasoning mix myself, the classic stuff. I don't like Taco Bell. I don't like any of that. It has to be, a certain way. Yeah, but you got your order coming here pretty soon. I need to go to your shoot here, aren't you? You'll be fixing that problem. Taco Bell is garbage because it doesn't even taste like taco seasoning or hamburger. Shit, the only thing I eat is what I get out of a can or a box. Excuse me. Sweet. We're all gonna have a good pyro year this year, guys. I'm pretty sure of that. You know, if there's anything I could ever do to help you out, man, all you have to do is let me know. Yeah, they are pretty sweet. I think I have had them a couple of times. Set that tit up, yeah. Oh shit, man. Good lord, I don't have the inventory for that. But maybe next year I'll have it together. Okay, LA, you're still talking about people eating this stuff, huh? Damn. You know, it's true that women think about food about as often as men think about sex. Women constantly think about food. Even when they're eating something, they're thinking about the next thing they're wanting to eat. I mean, it's not really something I guess a woman can subconsciously help. They're just wired to obtain food. I noticed that raising my little girl, you think a little girl wouldn't eat, comparative to like a teenager or something. A little girl eats like comparative to a football player, if not two football players. You wouldn't think it was possible, but it is. Fortunately, though, my daughter's tall, so she don't have to worry about gaining weight. Her metabolism's super fast anyway, so she eats like a linebacker. I was the same way to an extent, but not like girls, man. They think about food continuously. It's insane. I can forget about it. I can put off eating until I'm actually just like not hungry anymore, and I'm like, well, shoot, I'll eat tomorrow or something. Yeah, no big deal. I don't really have one, I guess. Don't really. I pretty much live off hamburgers, steaks, stuff like that. Mostly meat. Damn. You sure the little dude wasn't standing in the wrong cloud, right? Some fried potatoes with some bacon. Nah, that's the shit right there. It's like that dude that burnt the house down there. I seen him hauling ass, running like a motherfucker. Then I seen the the smoke cloud from behind him. I was like, oh, I see what happened here. That's like cops that fired to his old house. It's funny. I only like the thin sliced pork chops, man. I like the really thin slice cut. But I don't like the thick ones. If you're talking to me, no, I don't cook. Pyro dude might, but I don't cook. I just don't have the patience for it, I guess. Oh, shit. Great lady now. What's up, Pyro Universe? How you doing, bro? What's good, brother? Oh, wow, that's so whitewashed out like I don't feel. My tower fell. I'm about to screw this thing back together. Barbecue and blizzards, huh? Barbecue them bitches in the blizzard. Shit. Come on, then. Get in there. Try to get this shit to work better. Yeah. You It was just me goofing off, man. Yeah, it's been a long day. Got these 12-volt strips in a Pyro tape. Shit. I have some of those with the adhesive backing and stuff, Pyro, dude. If you want to set, use them to light up the tray, the change tray in the ride. Hey, thank you, Camaro, man. I appreciate it, dude. Cool, man. I'll hook you up with one. I got a couple of them. I think the only colors I have are, I might have a red one, but I think I only have blue. These work pretty well because they're magnetic, and they've also got the 3M if you want to go that route too. Oh, I just got a several set of these. These here when a department store was going out of business, so I got like 4 or 5 of them pretty cheap. I didn't really have a use for them either at the time. I was like, I think I'll put some on my drone, light up the front legs and shit, so I can see which end's the front and back from distance. But I have several other ones. So I'll see if he wants one. I swear, man, going to them car shows and doing that kind of take all the damn fun out of it, don't it? Nice. What's up, Akin? How you doing? I guess, man. If that's what you enjoy and stuff, I mean, you definitely got the car for it. It's just, I like to go to the car show and talk to people and look at the cars without working my ass off, too. Unless you got several people helping you, then maybe it's not that bad. Oh, I know, I've done it once, and I realized how much work was involved in it. I was like, my goodness, I'd never cleaned that much in my life. Definitely like to blow the fireworks up. In both directions. Blow up that wallet and blow up the fireworks. It works good both ways, don't it, XL? Wow. But I guess you got a whole group of guys and stuff that hang out and do that shit together and stuff too, right? Because it can't all be work, because that would suck. Windex. Oh God, I got this stuff called Scene or some kind of a window glass polish. And it really makes the glass look nice. Oh, I'd say, man. I didn't do anything that involved, man. I was just armor alling all the wiring, harnesses, and hoses and all that to look nice and wet and shiny and shit. Then I had a lot of chrome wire looms and stuff like that on the motor, but nothing like that. What's up, West BA? How you doing, man? I was going to ask you, West PA Pyro, did your March Madness fuse sale ever take into effect? Because I do still need to order some fuse. Cool. I think that should be a rule of the car show itself, right? If you can't drive it there, then you can't show it. Actually, man, I need a little bit of each. Mostly in the pink fuse variety. I have a 50-foot roll of the pink and a 50-foot roll of the slow green, and that'll do most of it. But I still need a few, I think, to be on the safe side anyway. Well, I did order a case last year, and I still have a ton of the quick Bisco fuse, and I gave it away to friends and gave it away in giveaways, and I still have it everywhere. So, a case is a bit much for my needs, unless I just want to have it forever, forever more or less. That's nice. Tell you something I really like to do, guys. This is powder coating. I done the LS1 for my Trans Am with the powder coat, and it was chrome, pretty much like, not like your hot rod Deer Pirate do, but the same deal. All the engine dress kit and all that. Well, I just took it and brushed it down like you go for the brushed aluminum look, and then I powder coated it with a candy coat, and that stuff turned out awesome. Because the chrome and everything like that's shiny, but the green candy coat over top of it, oil, dirt, grime, anything like that just slides right off. And high temperatures. It's been on there for years, and it looks like the day it was put on. I done the intake, the whole throttle bodies, all that stuff. I done everything I could. Valve pans. I even bought some spark plug chrome kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, spark plug wire guides that are solid. Done those in it. I'll have to find the pictures. It looks pretty good. That's the thing though, the powder coating just blows paint away, man. If you got any parts that you want powder coated, just send them to me. As long as they'll fit in an oven, I can do it for you. Black chrome powder coat. I had some of that too. I've done some parts in. And the only problem with the black chrome that I had, it looked good for like 2 years, and then it started to oxidize or something. It started to change color a bit and that. But it just might have been the, sometimes powder coats just really depending on the batch. Some batches are, it's like Pyro, better than others. Oh yeah, you said they put like a crazy amount of coats on it too. Said it looked good for a long time. Hell, you probably buff that shit out for God forever. You have enough paint to be able to blend with. Oh, did the aliens get me? You could probably blend a lot of that stuff in, that paint being that thick. And if you had it blended all up, you get a lot of that stuff fixed and paint repaired and seal it somehow, and you'd be back in business. God knows a paint job, even close to being something like that, would cost an absolute fortune these days. You'd have to do it yourself. That or have somebody that really owes you a big time favor. Here pretty shortly, dude, I got all the Pyro that I have right now put up today finally. So I have it all out here to do a display on. I'm just going to have to do a walkthrough with my camera so I can get everything and stuff. I plan on placing another maybe 2, maybe 3 orders before the 4th if everything goes, the way I want it to. Oh, sweet. Mickey D sucks the sweat off a dead kitten's balls. I wouldn't want to eat any nuggets there. It's just nasty. It's not even chicken. That's just like bone meal or some kind of nastiness. Car just stopped. I need to investigate. Indeed. Well, now I've only got it down to 2 boxes of miscellaneous Pyro and stuff from cleaning up the room. And we were talking about that fuse earlier from where I bought a case last year. That fast safety fuse. And yeah, that is a thing. But I still have like 20 packs of that here. And I know I've done a lot of giveaways giving away that fuse over the last year. And I've used a lot of it. It's a good fuse, man, but quick visco. And I mean, it is a pretty quick for visco fuse. That stuff gets gone. Baby back ribs, barbecue sauce. Under this wire here. Yep. Oh shit. Damn it. I think it fell. Yeah, look at my ass all of a sudden. Damn it. Even though I organized the room, I still got shit everywhere. But I guess that's a good problem to have, right? Check out all those willow shells. I think those are my favorite right now. Yep, it's been a pretty crazy night. Went to house burning down and all that. I wish I'd have got 2 cases, man, for real. That's one thing I wish I would have gotten 2 cases of. My little brother keeps telling me he don't like them because they break really low. I'm like, man, they're not breaking low. They're supposed to look like that. He's all disgustful of them and shit. But my little brother's paranoid. Damn it. Screw that thing. I want to put it back together somehow. Yeah, next year I'll definitely order 2 cases or more. Funny thing, like I said, I've seen that same box with like 12 different names on it so far. It's the same exact box, but it's just different names. Even the same color shell, but very very prolifically named this year. I guess it was the new thing last year, and then they didn't have enough of them out because there were a few Nikishima shells last year, but they were expensive as hell. Now there's a lot of them, and they're still expensive as hell. I don't know. I guess it wasn't too bad on price. I'm just not used to buying them, six in a box, 12 boxes like that. Been buying canisters so long, it's always the 24. Is this thing still streaming? So yeah, I don't know if it's still on or not. Everybody's so damn quiet. Damn water stain bugs me. I like that flamingo banner. It's pretty cool, but yeah, so I'm pretty happy with what I got, man. I definitely got more than enough Pyro already. They seem like they're really good shells, dude. They really are. I've only shot them that one time when I set them off out of order with the laser and stuff, but they all look really nice. I still think I have to take the gold cans over top of them though, because those were just, some of them were just breaking so sweetly. Mixing up the two though is really nice. It's where them Nikishima break really low. The other one's breaking over top, gives it that nice, two-stage effect. No, West PA. Those are freight train rockets. They're all right. Fake balls on the top. Indeed, it does, my friend. You kind of know what I was thinking with those rockets, West PA. No brand name anywhere on the pack. Silver top. I'm thinking, yeah, those might be pretty good, but they're not what they look like. I mean, they're decent rockets. They're just not what they look like. I just like the artwork and the planes and stuff on that one. No. But the good thing about them, bro, is they were only $52 a case. So $52, I'll buy that all day. Now these little blue ones here were more expensive, but there's 36 packs of those, so you do get a lot of them to shoot off. Oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah. And they're not bad, but they're not great either. I think those are like 70. I want to say either 72 or $77 a case for 36 packs, though. It's not too bad. Good shooter rockets. You can go out there and actually shoot them without having to feel bad about it. So, them rockets, a lot of them are friggin' expensive, man. Cool. What about the Metallica rockets? Do you have any of those, West PA? Because I would like to get some of those just because they're good rockets, but I'd also like to add some to my collection too. I was a big Metallica fan back in the day. Of course, like everybody else, I guess. That's what I'm thinking, Pyro, dude. Since the rockets are literally called freight train, you might as well give them a little bit of freight, right? Dude, from what I've seen, the Metallica rockets are friggin' awesome. But even if I didn't light them, I just want them to put up on the wall. I'd like to have a case of those. Pyro Pokemon, you got to collect them all. See, I got John Bull Racing Power Wheel. Best dog birds indeed, my friend. I'm going to try one of these swimming with the fishes 200-gram cakes this weekend. I haven't lit one of those yet. I've been told they're pretty good. Might try one of them raccoon brand Saturn missiles too to see if they're any good. Some people hate them, but I like them. Sweet. I'll make sure you don't get probed, man. Sweet. Damn. All choked up. I also want some of those rockets that are. I know they're not as good as everybody's for the price and everything. Them gigantic Coke bottle rockets that they got out now. Looks like a damn 2 liter of Coke, more or less. I mean, yeah, I know it's a gimmick and shit, but it's just another thing that would look cool up on the wall. Yeah, it's funny. I said that, and I get all these people chiming, "Oh, those rockets suck. Oh, they're not as good as they look, and all this shit." And I'm like, I know. I just thought it looked cool. Damn, you know. I didn't, bless the ground and say it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen or found in my life. I just thought it looked cool. I know shit like that's a gimmick. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I've got like what is it? King George rocket. I have one of those. God knows what the things are now. It's probably what $500 rocket. Crazy Euro prices. Shit's insane. I wish I'd have kept a lot of the Euro stuff that I've had in the past, Pyro, too. Now that it's become so friggin' rare. What's good? What's happening, Manny Pyro? How you doing today, man? Or tonight, or this morning, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning. What's really good? Remember that stink meter from Boondocks? I was just watching that the other day. That's funny shit, man. Yes, I'm blind. No, I probably don't, man. But I wish I'd have just had the few things I've had back in the day, seeing how expensive and how rare they become. Oh, dude, I love that show too, because my little brother is Riley. I swear he is. If you ever met him, you'd understand. You'd think to yourself right away, you'd be like, oh, okay, I get it now. I heard you do. But yeah, there's all kinds of Euro stuff we need. Or I know I want anyway. Don't really need any of it, but I want a lot of it. Oh shit! But that's the curse of the Pyro. Chihuahua. Bring it down. The hell is this thing anyway? I see a speaker. I thought it was supposed to have an aux jack somewhere where you can hook it up like an MP3 player speaker or some shit. That's what I thought this thing was. I don't see that. Oh, there it is. Cool. Sorry about that. I had to play with that for a minute. Cool. Let us know. We're always looking to buy, usually. Or I know I am. Oh, shit. I can't really think of anything right now as far as crackers and stuff goes that I need. There's a lot of shit I would want. I'd like to get some purples from anything Dumbo is always good. I got the boomers covered. I'm gonna have to start just concentrating on shells and fountains of all things, which is kind of still funny. That's a bit about it, for me. Which is good because last year I couldn't find anything I wanted as far as the boomer category went, as far as ground stuff. I don't think I've had those. I remember I ordered from Perk because I wanted to get some of those demon crackers, the Italian demon crackers. It's the whole point of getting the 500 strip was to get the friggin' label. And they sent me a 500 strip without the label. I was like, son of a bitch. The whole reason I was buying the firecrackers was the friggin' label. I mean, they were good firecrackers, granted, but still, it really pissed me off. Yeah, that's all I've seen is a lot of delays and this and that and this and that. Sounds really strange outside right now. There's birds and shit, so at 1:30 in the morning. Cool. Where are you going to do a store tour at? Cool. Oh, XL store. That'd be good. That'll be neat. All kinds of pyro going down in Michigan, man. That's for sure. And it's great. All these pyro connections is awesome. Wouldn't have dreamed this shit was possible just a few years ago, actually. Even though it was there, I never thought of it. That thing startled me. I was like, what the fuck was that? I hear you, man. Good Lord, that's been crazy. You've been fighting that shit forever, I know of, man. No doubt, man. If you can help her homie up, please do so, because he's been getting jerked off by them people for a while. But I've heard that they've been doing it to a lot of people anyway, not just me. I also seen somebody say that their orders were finally appearing too, so maybe they were just really behind. Hell, I don't know. You guys know more about that shit than I do. Those Jawbreaker shells, excellent shells, man. The only big knock that I have on them is their tape sucks. Their fuses, I pulled the fuse out of a few of them. Like this one here. I've found several of these. Just nope use. Still a really well made shell though. I like that shit. I would highly recommend them if you found them for a good price for sure. At least you know you're going to get 60 grams. Yeah, if you don't know any better than that, treat your customers like that, they won't be your customers long, will they? Shit. Too much money on the table, somebody will fill that void. Be able to, treat people the way they should be treated, make that money. I wonder if there's raccoon fireworks or Saturn missiles or anything special. Last year I had 300 shot bases, but they were like red, blue, and green and shit. They had kind of like a tracer fire action. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, purple, man. That was the first thing I ran across. I was like, oh, hell, I can order this. Good stuff, dude. Damn. 45 days. That's fucking crazy. Shit. Just to test it, see if it's working. Yeah. That'd be me, man. I'm always afraid of spending too much money away. I think I kind of got dicked on it though, because I ordered. The last time I ordered from them, it was like $117 or $120 worth of shit, and I didn't even get a free gift. Not even a free thing of Tiger firecrackers or anything. I'm like, damn, man. I didn't expect nothing special, but hell, spent over $100 at least to get a free firecracker. Come on. Ah, okay. Okay. See how it works. So, reminds me of some shit like an old comic book, or you'd get a free gift, it'd be a plastic monkey or some stupid shit. I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Since, like Pyro Dude said, he's just hooking up the people with the orders that's going to make videos for him to support more shit. God damn, man. I couldn't risk that much money for a place that shady. I really couldn't. $250 for ordering from that place, as shady as it is, would just make me like, oh man. Because if I lost it, I'd be like, I knew better than that place. It was shady to start with. Dude, I only ordered from the guy like once or twice, and that was it. And that wasn't my issue. Like I said, my whole issue was the packages coming through the mail and looking like a kilo of Coke or something. I'm like, this shit's going to get me in trouble at the local post office because this shit looks shady as fuck. I mean, if I think it looks shady, you can only imagine what they think. Small town and shit. Everybody knows every fucking thing like it. I was just like, eh. Someone stole your videos, Manic Pyro, and put them on YouTube. Is that what you're saying? They're about not only looking shady, but smelling shady, I swear. Or I just unpacked all this Pyro in here instead. It must be relatively fresh because this shit's pretty stinky. Exactly, man. Exactly. It's not worth it. Not if you're actually going to try to hold on to a channel for a while. But shit, you load videos and do this and all that. It's a time investment just to up and lose it because of some bullshit like that. Yeah, that would have really pissed me off. I'm sure it still does you to this day. Well, I can tell it does. I don't blame you. Oh, shit. I would like to get some more of them covers sometime, though. I'll probably never see those things again for God knows what they were selling for. Is ridiculous. I still got one though. I'll put it up. I'm definitely keeping that one. Them things are crazy, man. I'd also like to get some of them gladiators someday. Those awfully sweet just for looking at them, man. Hell, they're just impressive to look at. Cool, man. Oh shit! Once summertime starts, dude, once summertime starts, more or less, brother. What fireworks I got is what I got because it just gets so expensive trying to run around doing stuff with the family and everything. Fireworks gets put on the back burner. Of course, usually by then I've got more than enough to make it through the season, you know. Yeah. How many do you get in a pack? Like 5? I think that's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. That's something I would buy, like you said, once, just to have, have some of them put up because they are cool as hell looking, man. Probably be in the future something you won't see. Well, it's not something you see now, really. Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I'd definitely rather have 2 packs of those. But still, from the just to have it in my collector kind of, or my collection kind of thing, I'd have to, get both. There's always both, man. It's always the best choice, both. Oh, I know it's too much, bro. We gotta take what we can get or what we can find. But we're no fools. We don't spend some of these prices like these people are doing now. It's just destroying the market. It's gotten crazy. I don't know who's paying those prices. It boggles my mind. I don't know if it's like rich kids that see the video on YouTube and they've got to have it regardless of the cost or what. It's just crazy. Pyro dude knows what I'm talking about for sure. But it makes me wonder who it is that's actually paying $200 for a couple firecrackers. It's like what? I mean, the only people that I know that would do something like that would just have to be young kids that just spending their mom and dad money or something. Because I don't see any adult paying $200 for a couple firecrackers. And consistently too. That's the crazy part about it. It's not an anomaly. This shit happens all the time. I don't know about this trying to look cool bullshit, man, but for those kind of prices, you just It's like shooting yourself in the balls with a BB gun. It's just pointless. You get paranoid from my noises, man. That's bad. You just like to make me get up. I didn't hear nothing that time. Although I am about ready to get up and call this, so I'm going to have to go find me something to eat in the kitchen, I do believe. Maybe cook up some corn dogs. No doubt, man. Good God. Uh, I did see something on there that I wanted. It was a friggin' model 1911 target pistol or blank pistol or some shit like that. It was only $100, but it more or less was just a blank firing gun, but it looked just like the real deal. Well, man, if you're coming from Michigan, you better hurry up or get a helicopter or something to drop you off. Of course, that's a long way to come for a corn dog. Oh shit! It was not like your regular 22 starter pistol or anything, dude. This is like I said, it was the 45, and all indications from looking outside, inside, and everything else, even the weight looked like a real weapon, but it would only fire the blank target rounds. Oh hell no! Yeah, like a flare gun. It was like $120, but I almost bought that thing just because I was like, it's cool. That'd be neat to add to my collection. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Sometimes you got to watch them late night eBay purchases. Like, yeah, no doubt, bro. Um, shit. I would like to start some kind of a military collection, but I don't know what. World War II stuff is just too expensive. I'm more interested in the equipment. Yep, you better watch, man. You gonna come in there, cats gonna have all that shit eaten. Yeah, man. Can't ruin it this time of year. They're too important. Get everything established in the spring, man. I wish I was doing it right there with you, man. I really do. And someday, if they ever pull their head out of their ass around here, like I said, you should have saw that doctor, which I told her, I said, I love it. I even done like the Dave Chappelle, love it. Well, one thing about it, she took me seriously from being honest, at least. Yeah. Oh, I just hope they do the medical here, man. I have no problem even paying for it, which sucks for something I could plant, but I wouldn't even mind doing that route. Just they passed a law here in 2016 and still saying maybe late 2020, maybe. And that's the same thing they said about 2019 last year. All it is, man. Except one thing they got established right away that I've told doctors and shit for years, and they've just rolled their eyes and kind of looked at me, was the being a hyper metabolizer. Because I was telling her, like I don't drink or anything like that anymore. I said, but alcohol, even weed, smoke, everything like that, medication seems like they've all got a short duration when it comes to me. And it's not, trying to be manly or anything. It's just the way it is. And she was going through a bunch of shit. And she's like, oh, well, you're a hyper metabolizer. She's like, your prescription pain medications and stuff like that probably only last about 2 hours, don't they? And I'm like, yeah, I, I've told people that. And they just look at you like, yeah, right. But it was just refreshing to have her tell me that. I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew that, but I'm glad somebody finally acknowledged it. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it was funny because she asked me what I wanted, and I said I wanted to go home and get in my chair. I didn't think she meant, what did I want as far as prescriptions go. I'm like, okay, I don't have any clue. I'm like, just something that'll work and something that's not going to kill me. And she's like, well, when I can write weed, I'll get you weed, but I can't do that yet. And I'm like, oh, I know. No, they're not, man. Of course, it all depends on the person's condition, too. Sometimes the lesser of two evils. As long as you don't get crazy with that shit and let it control you, you'll be all right. It just depends on how severe your reality is. But I know what you're saying. And I'm responsible with that stuff, so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. This is, shit. What's it called? I can't pronounce it. It's not hospice care because you know what that stuff is, like end of life care. This is like paladin or some kind of a care is what they call it. Which is different. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, one of them was this one up here. Oh, shit. And it was a good fountain, too, but it about killed me. I was backing up to get it in frame on my camera, filming it, and I tripped over backwards over my rack. I landed like a ton of shit. But I continued to film, and I didn't drop the camera. But it hurt like hell. Oh, shit. This one is a fountain. the skull. My one UFO of awesomeness. Those are cool. I really appreciate that one because I hadn't had any of them. Damn, everybody's gone. Oh, dude, yeah, I remember that video. This shit hurts just thinking about it. Tripping backward in the dark over Iraq, it sucks. Not to mention, I broke like, oh god, several dozen rockets when I went over top of them, too. That was hard, man. So, I was glad that I got to experience them because I looked and I tried to get some and tried to get some. I could not. I got one of these. Yeah, I don't know why. But I thought it was cute. I guess that was it. Cute. Actually, I remember why I got that. Yeah, no doubt. That would have sucked even worse. But then I'd have probably noticed the rag at least. You know, these things are actually made out of really thick plastic. Hell, that's probably a good toy. Kid could play with one of these for a while. That'd be a good thing to get by the case, you know, if you had kids. If you needed a toy too, that would be a good firework to go with. I remember the story about that dragon. One of my friends is like, she's one of them people that's just really, really weird about money and shit. And we went out to breakfast that morning and I had paid for her breakfast, right? I didn't think nothing of it, but to her, that just whatever. So she had to buy that dragon for me at the fireworks store to make up the difference for her breakfast, which is just weird, but that's just the way that chick is. She always acts strange about money. I don't know why. Because I was trying to figure out, I was like, why do I have this little dragon? This doesn't really seem like something I would buy. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's why. Yeah, definitely. Although, you have to make sure you get enough. When Daniel come down, another Pyro, to my house to visit and stuff, I thought he had two boys. I didn't know he had three. So I got them, them Pyro backpacks that's got all kinds of different novelties and stuff in them, like kids' novelties and stuff. I got two of those, but I told him, I'm like, here. Luckily, I had an empty one, so I'm like, here, you can split, make three, you know. But fortunately, his kids were really well behaved, really nice kids. Especially for it to be three boys, they were really nice behaved. He burnt through your rocket stash, did he? There you go, man. Yeah, they do. Little department store near my house is going out of business, so I picked them up for just a few dollars a piece. At one time, I had several of them, but I was giving them away on my channel too before I knew he was coming. And when I found out that they were coming, I only had a couple left. But so I thought one of his boys was a girl, but it wasn't. He had three boys. One of them just had long hair. Damn, man. 300 rockets. Sounds like he loved the pyro too, man. That's pretty cool. Got to get the next generation ready, man, for sure. I couldn't tell you how many grown men come up to me and ask me how to use a rack or how to use a shell kit or something. I'm like, seriously, really? What? I can't. What do you do with it? I'm like, oh shit. I thought it was like self-explanatory just by looking at it, but apparently not. Damn. What kind of rockets were they, dude? Hell yeah, man. He should. Ah, cool. Man, I still got a bunch of Apollo bottle rockets. And then I've got these Smurf ball blue tip rockets and all this other shit if you do your rockets, bro. You know I got you. That's cool, man. At least y'all had a good time. You remember that kind of thing little kids do when adults take time and spend time with them and show them how to do stuff. It means a lot to a little kid. A lot more than most people realize it means. Yep. Hey, if I got a bunch of it, then it means my friends have got a bunch of it. That's good, man, because there's not a lot of people invest in their kids anymore. It just takes a little bit of time, especially a little bit of time out in the real world and away from a freaking telephone. Can make a lot of difference in a kid. I learned that raising my daughter, just a little bit of time, a little bit of attention is more important to them than anything you could buy or give them. Don't hold the brown wraps in their hands. Yeah, definitely not. No, no, but like, yeah, but like, there's a reason for this. Trust me, you don't want to. It's just too dangerous. The chances are not good. You have to explain to them some fireworks are just collectibles, and those are definitely just collectibles. few booms go up close to your head like that, you'll not want to do that very much. Sweet, bro. He's probably let off a lot more than I have. Till just a few years ago, I didn't even know what that shit was myself. I mean, I got the occasional superpower or something here and there every now and then, but not like I do now. Had to have the YouTube market show me the way, more or less. That's cool, man, because I was lucky to get a pack of firecrackers and a bottle rocket when I was a kid. And I had to pay up for that, dude. Just for a pack of bottle rockets, I had to pay up back in the day on the black market. Or maybe find it. Oh, good lord. I remember when I was a kid, a lot of the things that would go around was these smoke bombs that looked like firecrackers. Look just like they would make them look just like a pack of firecrackers, but they were smoke bombs. Yeah, well, then he's definitely spoiled, dude. I'd go after parties and stuff I'd find on the river and collect the firecracker, just the labels and the husk and stuff from the different stuff I'd never seen before. And I'd end up taking that crap home, full of old burnt, sand and everything else. I'd be taking that. I'd be like, put it up on my wall because I'd want to see it. But like, I'm gonna find that, that type and let it off someday. And that's how strong my pyro love was. Still is. People just don't get it unless they get it. That's pretty much it. That's one of the things I like about this is I actually run into a community of people that not only like fireworks but love pyrotechnics. There's a difference. That's cool, man. God, man, my dad and his brother and stuff like that, they would blow up my toys, my Matchbox cars, and my Star Wars toys. I would remember them blowing them up with firecrackers, but I didn't care because I just enjoyed playing with firecrackers too. Of course, I didn't know what that strange smell was every time they done that, but I learned that later on. And every now and then I'd get a pack and never would light a whole pack of firecrackers. That was just sacrilegious. You had to undo every single one of those individual. Them old paper wicks back in the day used to be like lightning fast. That lightning fast wick paper, though, you just touch your shit and bam. Yeah, I mean, always respect them, for sure, but fear and respect are two different things. Yeah, definitely. God, them days, man, the smoke bombs, like I said, that look like firecrackers. I get so pissed off because they would make them even put Thunder Bomb on the labels and shit. You get them home and light them, and they'd be smoke bombs. I wish I still had some of those smoke bombs now. Yeah, no doubt, man. That was back in the magnifying glass days, in the hot sun. Smoke crackers, yes, yes, yes. I get so pissed off when I got smoke crackers. Oh man, I swear I hadn't thought about that in years. It's crazy the things that come to mind when you're sitting here at 2 o'clock in the morning. But guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining me and bullshitting a little bit. I'm gonna go in here and load up this video of this house catching fire and burning over here and see how that shit looks. Take her easy there, Pyro Dude, XL, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. No doubt, man. Appreciate you guys.